Okay, we've got a new project. Oh, I'm excited about starting it and kind of don't want to start it. But this is going to be a long-term project. Let's get this place open. So, I'm a Dodge guy. There's my '08 Cummins back in the back. Before that, I had the '05, the 5.9. So, Dodge guy, drive a Chevy. Not good. I like the Chevy, don't get me wrong. Comfortable, rides good. Hasn't broke down yet. But we carry a 14,000 pound capacity trailer on our 1500 Chevy with 4 units. We're maxed out at 15 on our truck, and before we get anything on there, we're at 14, 8, 30, I believe, something like that. I mean, that's before we have any of our luggage and we're not in the vehicles. So we've got a new project. We're not 100% sure exactly where this is going, but I have a 2008 Ford F-350. If you don't understand what I'm doing, I'm getting the tripod set up so I can set y'all up to see this. So here's our new truck. Problem is, I don't like the Ford engine. I'm a Ford guy, or I used to be. And I had the 6-liter. I had the 7.3. 7.3, I didn't mind it. I had a lot of problems with the cam sensor that year that I had mine. But when I was looking around for what I was going to make my next vehicle, I've had tons of excursions. I had the 6-liter excursion. I loved it. If it didn't have a 6-liter and it had anything but the 6-liter, that would have been my dream vehicle. So, bought an F-350. I've got a Cummins engine, and I have a Ford Excursion. That's my first Excursion we ever owned. We've had 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut part of this Ford, weld it up with Excursion, make a 6-door, scoot the axles back a little bit more than what they would normally be on an Excursion. I have an Excursion over here. Now this one's not the one we're going to be using. This one's never been in my name. It's a scrap Excursion, but I'm going to let you look at it and I kind of explain what we're doing. The way I see it on mine, I plan on taking this wheel well right here out. So we'll come in here and we'll trim the wheel well out. Right across this line right here and come back down. And we'll order up the rear well out of a, we may not even have to have one. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll probably have to order the wheel well or go pick one up at scrapyard. And then we're gonna get the round dually fenders and stick it on there. But I plan on moving this center line right here back about 6 to 8 inches. So they set with the dually, and with 8 inches more here on this bottom part. If this has 8 inches more, then I can set those dually fenders without coming into the door like some people have to. I don't like it that the door opened things on the side of the fender on some of them. So yeah, this is just pretty much was going to be my scrap parts truck for axles and stuff. But we couldn't leave things simple. So where these axles set back to hit it, we're gonna have to move that fender back anyway. So it's not like we're gonna be moving the axles a whole lot. The fuel tank, we may make a custom fuel tank. If we make it out of aluminum, I could make it a little bit tighter in these lines. And since I'm gonna have to put the bushings up a little bit, and we'll probably have a couple inches more to play with, we might bring the hose up through here. So if we have to, we'll bring it up over the frame or right through it like they did. But I could make this whole thing tighter if I did it with a aluminum tank. I could bring it up almost flush with the top. I can probably, we might leave it about the same. But see, we don't have to have this angle up as steep because we're gonna have a little bit bigger tires on it. So I'm pretty sure that's probably a 50-gallon tank, maybe 49 or something. It's bigger than the Excursion. Excursion was right at 30. So we'll see what we have to do on that. Our first thing is we're gonna get this thing clean. This thing is ugly. It's been setting for years. It's an 08 F350. Best way to buy this truck, engine not running. You can see in here, animals have been living in here. I don't even want to touch it. We're not going to worry about radiators. We'll pick up some kind of a radiator later. I'll do some research on that. Right now, I think today, it's just mainly going to be cleaning up. Make this thing look a little cleaner. A little cleaner for me to get my hands in there. Not get grossed out by all the disgusting things. But I'm probably going to put you up here. Probably going to hit a time lapse. Wash off the truck a little bit. And then maybe, let's see, tomorrow's Friday. Maybe tomorrow evening, we're going to start taking this stuff loose. This video is just mainly to kind of let you know the plans with this truck. It's going to be our tow truck for pulling stuff. Here's our idea. Custom 4-link in the back with airbag. Airbags in the front. 6-door 4x4 dually Excursion. I believe it's been done pretty often. I know there's companies that make brand new ones. I just don't think they're going to go as crazy on some of the stuff we will. We're going to throw in an entertainment center that I like. We're going to do the lights I like. We're going to do custom pieces like this side piece. I would like to try to figure out something interesting here. I know a guy with a machine shop. They can probably knock us out something. Do something different. Put our badge, our logo in there or something. Or even make that be some kind of an air intake for our intake. For our air on both sides. Funnel it in. Like I said, the suspension's gonna be a little crazy. We're gonna throw in a 12-volt air compressor, but it's not gonna be like what everybody else throws in. Probably gonna throw in lockers. We're gonna learn a lot of stuff with this truck. We're gonna learn how to set up a suspension and hopefully not get in the bind. I know if the angles aren't right, it's not going to set right. And our main thing is to say, look, we've never cut a truck up and welded it back together, but why not try it? You can pick up your truck for a few grand. And in our case, we had our Excursion in the back for several years. We loved driving it, and transmission gave out on it. We had another one, and we just set it to the back and quit driving it. You know, why not go pick you up a truck? If you like to go camping, pick you up a truck like this, knock out the back windshield, build a camper on top. You know, go do camping. This would be awesome. Put some big tires on it and you know, just drive out to the Grand Canyon or whatever like that. This last couple years, that's what I've learned. I want to go out and have a little more fun. Take my boys places they haven't been, and you know, I think that's I know that's a long pause. You ever just almost say something and sounds so corny? I think that's what we were put here for. Is to go do things, go learn all we can and experience life. You know, I'm not the type of guy to sit down and watch football, but if that's your thing, get off your ass and go watch a football game in an arena or something. Man, I don't think we were built to just sit around the house. I think we were built to go out and have fun. We spent this weekend in Marble Falls, 20 degrees, camping in a tent, and I enjoyed every minute of it because I was with people I like being around. I was with people that I love, you know, my boys and friends. You know, get out of the house. Go have some fun. Hey, let's set this up in time. Okay, back to regular video. It's clean. It's where you won't get filthy. I think if you saw the time lapse, that you might have seen that I got in here and sprayed inside. This truck was nasty. I'm not trying to spray the interior down. We are going to keep the dash. Seats, carpet, all that stuff, or rubber mat, will not be staying because we're going with the Excursion. And of course, it's going to be a little different. So getting in here and getting this where it's still dirty, you can see it, but it's not so dirty that I don't even want to touch it. Of course, we'll get in here and wipe it down. Ran out of fuel, gonna have to go get some. Cleaned up the back. Like I said, this is just pretty much just trying to introduce everybody to the new project. Don't mind that, that's not mine. That's a friend of mine. His son is kind of into old cars, you know. Gonna be 18 and he's fixing up an old car. I think that's cool. There's Raspberry, I believe is the name that we gave it when we drove it. We had blueberry, a raspberry, and a mint. Mint was green. Blueberry was a beautiful dark blue. I might find some pictures and then insert it. We ran this one for years. Had a V10, awesome little truck, 2-wheel drive. Got about 17 miles a gallon. But I had a growing family. There's 6 of us. When we go to Arkansas, we pack so much stuff into there. We have an Expedition now. And when we go to Arkansas, well, when we used to go to Arkansas in that, we'd have to carry a rack on the back, and we'd be so stuffed in that thing we couldn't get anything else in there. So I love Excursions. When you've got about 6 people to your family, don't get me wrong, you can squeeze in the Expedition and you don't need a 6-door vehicle, but if there's 6 of y'all and y'all got luggage, y'all are going to be squeezing into that Expedition. So I don't know, got any suggestions for where we go from there? I'll be getting ideas on some airbags. I would love to buy a Kelderman air suspension. I can't afford it, so we're going with a little bit of ingenuity. I've got time more than I have money. So, don't know. Hopefully it turns out to be a pretty good deal. May have to wash it 4 or 5 times before it's clean. Another thing I'm deciding on is paint. Kind of want to go brown on the bottom and blue. That would match our blueberry. But if you got pictures or something and you link them, I might go with something different. I might find the 2008 blue instead of the 05 that we had, and go with that blue and then the brown on the bottom, like our, I think ours was a King Ranch. No, Eddie Bauer or Limited. I can't remember. But plan on blacked out rims, Netto tires, probably 20s. Probably go with a 295 or maybe 32s. You know, we'll play with it. We'll find out. Thanks for watching. Sorry this isn't a regular video where we're taking stuff apart and building it, but I figure we got to introduce our new toys. Thanks for watching.